Okay, what's up, YouTube? I got a comment on this. This is ridiculous. Of course, I think it was last week when Trump was meeting with law enforcement and sheriffs and all that good stuff, he basically approved of asset forfeiture because law enforcement was complaining that that there had been various legislation put against asset forfeiture. I know there's a guy from Texas that had put out and some legislation that would basically prohibit asset forfeiture unless there was actually a conviction, which would be great. Because right now, as it is with asset forfeiture, of course, there's many cases, many cases where the person is not even accused of a crime, but has had their money or their cash or whatever it is, some sort of asset, could be a car, could be cash, could be guns, whatever, seized under supposed suspicion that they may have, earned that or gained that asset through drug dealing. Of course, this has moved into terrorism now. They can also they can seize your assets. They can, same thing. And this was all perfected under the drug war. So now, yesterday I heard about this, and then today when I was reading the news just to see what was going on, I see some more about this. And it's just ridiculous, man. It's never going to end. I mean, so maybe if we're lucky, we'll get rid of the Obamacare tax penalty thing, but at the same level, we get more drug war crap. So, this guy, Spicer, was actually comparing marijuana with opiates, okay, because there's been that big problem with the opiate addiction. And then now he's talking about, at the same time here, the U.S. Justice Department reversed an order by the Obama administration, which I wasn't even aware of this, to phase out the use of private contractors to run federal prisons. So what I'm assuming that would have meant was it would have been the end of the privatized prison industry complex, let's call it. So of course, it says here in this article that two private prison companies gained in after-hours trading. So again, now, if you wanted an example of fascism, this is a great example of fascism, since all these people are always bitching about fascism. This is fascism, where you have complete corporate, corporate supporting policies pushed through by the government. So now, privatized prisons is terrible, because what that means, of course, is that it's for profit. So, of course, it makes sense that they go after recreational marijuana in the states that have passed it, because this creates a whole new segment of prisoners. More people to stick in those privatized prisons. So, I don't know what happened to Trump's promise about state rights, but it seems to have gone out the window. Of course, I should have expected this, and I did basically expect that things would probably continue as normal. I'm just surprised that he's stupid enough to do this, because this would be a huge voter base of people that support legalized cannabis. To throw them away just to make more money for these private corporations that want to enslave people for these ridiculous anti-pot laws, that's fascism. Same thing with the asset forfeiture. Really, you're allowing law enforcement to confiscate goods when there's been no basis for it. I mean, there's no crime that's been committed. They're not accused of anything a lot of times, or it's some bullshit like a joint, so you lose everything you have or whatever. So this is ridiculous, or it's just cash and there's no drugs even found. That's happened too. All around the country, this type of thing has happened. So anyways, if you want an example of actual Trump fascism, this is probably a good one. The drug war, asset forfeiture, continuation of the drug war and the anti-cannabis crusade, and getting rid of getting rid of a ban on privatized prisons. So, it's going to be the same crap, And if you're interested, this is on Blacklisted News. There's a source here from Fox. And I guess you could go ahead and do the research for Thursday, where Attorney General Jeff Sessions said that Obama policy impaired the government's ability to meet the future needs of the federal prison system. So I guess since they're going to start waging this war on cannabis again, they're going to have a lot more federal prisoners than they used to. So welcome to it. It's the continuation of the same police state mentality that Obama set up in power. Nothing's going to change. Obama, in one sense, was a little bit more lackadaisical in regards to the pot laws, which I guess is why there's such this blowback. Mr. Trump is trying to appeal to the law and order crowd, which on one level, again, enforcing laws is important, but this drug war shit has been nothing but a nightmare and made us #1 in prison population in the world. I mean, That doesn't speak very well of the United States, now does it? All right. So, anyways, just had to say something about that. Bitch a little bit, you know. Here we go again. More drug war shit. Gonna keep on getting them cannabis smokers. All right. Have a good day, everybody, and stay safe.